it's Amanda and I'm coming to you with my 30 Inks 30 Days recap. I meant to record this yesterday so it would be up at the 30 Inks time, but that didn't happen because I was busy working and talking to some people and working, and yeah, I was going to record on my lunch break. I ended up spending like all of my lunch break at the post office. It was a thing. I need to lift this up a little bit. It's in my way. Okay. Oh god, my thing's about to fall off. I need to like clean up my desk and also like reattach my little arm thingy that holds my camera because it's like coming loose. Anyway, okay, so I just wanted to do a recap of and flip through my Hobonichi because you guys didn't see that. I know that you saw all of these, so I'm actually going to set them aside. We're just going to focus on my Hobonichi now. This is a Hobonichi Techo A6. It's the English version. And so it looks like this. I have a Japanese version for next year, which will be a little different. In the English version, the pages are white with like black grids, except for on Sundays, which are red, like this. And then like all the quotes and stuff are in English. And then the Japanese version, each month is like color coded. And I think there's like a different thing over here. I think there's like a grid kind of like the cousin. Anyway, it'll be a little different, but that's what I'm using next year. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. This is not a Hobonichi video. This is the 30 Inks video. So I wanted to go through this and show you the calendar and talk about what I liked about the inks and all that stuff. Some of you might not follow me on Instagram. So the Hobonichi is what I post to Instagram. And I also end up doing swipes of these because I think it's interesting to see. I don't know if I will continue that in April. I don't know what I'm gonna do for April yet. I'm glad for the break of 30 Inks 30 days, but also I'm going to miss doing the videos and stuff every day. But I have a bunch of stuff to like swatch and talk about, and there will be videos, and I have like my whole ink shelf thing that I'm going through. I purposely haven't posted them this month because of 30 Inks, even though I kind of wanted to start doing that. So you'll see some of those in the next few months. I don't think I'll make it through the whole ink shelf in the next 4 months. I mean, I guess I could if I did like every day, but I'm not doing every day. So yeah, so those will be interspersed throughout. But anyway, 30 Inks 30 Days recap. Day 1 we used Pure Pens Cotswolds. This was from a recent August maybe, recent ink flight. It was a really pretty like golden yellow brown. I love the shading. I really loved this ink. Actually, I had to refill my pen because I used it so much. Also, we had some like epic splats and stuff on the other pages, but yeah. Sailor Manyo Nadeshiko. I'm gonna tell you right up front, I really loved all of the Sailor Manyo inks that I had this month. The flow is amazing. It just works in every pen I've tried them in. It was great. I used a Wingsung 626. It was a pretty pink pen. It was a gift from Ms. Turtle for my birthday. So was the Jinhao Centennial that I used day 1. Those were both birthday gifts. I'd received them a couple days before and wanted to use my birthday presents. So I did. And what I did in my Hobonichi was I did Inky prompts, which if you is a mailing list from Ink Journal. They email you a prompt every day, and so I was doing those, but also Fountain Pen Challenge on Instagram, hashtag Fountain Pen Challenge. It's run by, I think it's at Productive Paper Plans or something like that. She posted prompts, and so I did both of those each day and separated it with like an ink little swatchy thing. So that's what I did in my Hobonichi. Yeah. So I really love the shading in this ink. It's really pretty. I think I had to refill this pen too. I meant to grab all of the ink samples and so we could show you what like was all used up and what I didn't all use up, but they got mixed up with other stuff and I don't feel like pulling them out now. So, yeah, so day 3 was Sailor Manyo Akebi. I purposely picked this one because I wanted to use this, my Angel's Delight pen, and also a pen from Thomas. Wanted to see what that ink looked like. So I used it on this day. There were a few days where I forced the pick. Aside from this was an ink flight sample. Some of the ones that I chose later on were not. But yeah, I really like the shading on this ink. I ended up getting a bottle. I haven't put it on the video, but I ended up getting a bottle of the Kuzu which was the first ink I put in my Angel's Delight, and I really love that ink in this pen, so I think this is going to be a permanent combination. But yeah. Also, day 4 was Waterman Absolute Brown. This was pretty. I liked the shading, but I don't know. I don't remember like really loving or hating this. I just was kind of meh about it and didn't really want to write with it. So yeah, so KWZ Brown Pink, I use that in my TWSBI, one of the ALRs that I have. I don't remember which one. I think it was the gray one. I don't remember. It's a medium. It must have been the gray one. Yeah, so this was a nice ink to use. KWZ is always nice ink. I think this was a strong one. I can still smell it on the paper. Krishna Mint was an interesting, I like the color of the ink, but the ink, it doesn't feel like it right now, but the ink was like really sticky. Like this part was really sticky and actually stuck to the page. So I didn't care for that. It was kind of interesting cleaning out the pen. Nothing really, I didn't clean most of my pens. I still have ink in lots of them, but, yeah, I cleaned this one out because I didn't want it in the pen longer than necessary, because it was like sticky. And I don't know if it's sticky because the ink is sticky, like in general, or if it was just sticky because it kind of concentrated because I've had the sample forever, and that's just kind of what it did. I love the color though. It's amazing, but I don't think that I would ever see myself getting a bottle of that. I would try another sample perhaps, maybe, but also I have other samples and other inks that I like in this color range, like Alt Goldgrün from Rohrer and Klinger. I didn't love this one. SBRE Brown, a beautiful brown, kind of an orangey brown. I really enjoyed this one, I have to say, more than I thought I would, so awesome. And I love that Kaweco Frosted Coconut with the broad nib on it, so yeah, awesome. And this was the day that we found out that Joe Biden had won officially, which was nice. Yeah, Three Oysters Purple Gray. I really love this color. I think one of the Van Diemen's inks that I have is similar to this color, so I don't feel the need to like get a bottle of it. But I really did enjoy writing with it. It's a really pretty, it's kind of like, it's a purple, it's a grayish purple, obviously purple gray, but yeah, I just really liked it. And then Pure Pens Flower of Scotland. I love this purple too. It has that interesting sheen on it, but the only thing is I have like 800 purple inks, and so I don't feel the need to like get another one. This was one of the bottles that I chose to use today. It was Sailor Ink Studio 252. I put it in my new TWSBI VAC 700, the Iris, which I actually have sitting here. I have like almost every pen sitting here. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. I can use it again now. Now that 30 inks is over. Yeah, that's what I do. So I fill, so during 30 inks, I fill like a gajillion pens. That's why there's a different pen every day, because I fill a different pen every day, because sometimes I have to like pre-record videos, and so it's just easier if I use a different pen. It would be way more challenging if I had to choose the same pen every time. Unless I like use my dip pen. But I actually use the ink each day. Like I stick to the rules. I just don't clean the pens out every time. But on the day, I use that pen and that ink, and that's all I use. And the next day, I use that pen and that ink. Excuse me, I have the hiccups all of a sudden. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Straight Pens Honest Ink Bougainvillea Purple. This is a gorgeous purple. I'm surprised that I hadn't used the sample up at all. It's really pretty. I really loved it. I put it in a Pen BBS. I think it was the Niangao that I put it in. I only have 2 Pen BBS pens, and I didn't use the Snow. Also, I didn't mention this, but my cover that I'm using right now is a Chic Sparrow A6 size folio. This is the old style. I don't know if they're still doing the style for the A6 folios. Yeah. Vinta Ink's Deepwater Blue. So what I did is I put little stars next to the inks that I really, 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 really liked. Because usually what I do on a 30 inks is if I use samples, I will choose a favorite from the month, and then I will get a bottle of ink. I don't know that I'm going to do that this time because I have gotten so much ink this month and have so much ink that I haven't even had a chance to touch. I feel kind of overwhelmed. I don't know that I'm going to end up getting a bottle of ink this month for 30 inks. But we'll see. Who knows? But this was Vinta Ink's Deepwater Blue, Lucia 1952. I loved this ink. I had a couple of these dusty blues, and I loved both of them. It's really, I like the shading. I just really, really, really enjoyed this one. Next up we have Tatcha Lip Color Rose Pale, a really pretty hot pink that I enjoyed working with. I was afraid it was going to be hard to clean out of the pen. I haven't cleaned the pen yet, but it's not stained. I had done a couple pages where I just like emptied the pen, and it hasn't like stained really. So I think it will clean out of the pen just fine. I was a little worried because the vial was pink, but my pen seems to be doing just fine. And it's been in the pen since here. Yesterday is when I did I think I did it in here. Yeah, I just emptied the pen onto a piece of paper. And that's what that is very bright. So I think that it will clean out of the pen nicely. This was the only one that I was really worried about. Next up we have Ferris Wheel Press Lady Rose, which I used in my Pilot Falcon. This was another bottle of ink because I got all those Ferris Wheel Press inks and wanted to use one. Lady Rose is the one I was anticipating the most because of reasons. And so I finally have some, and I got to use it. I would have starred this one, but I already have a bottle of it, so I don't need to. KWZ Grey Plum, I also really love this one, and I think I like this one, not that I liked it better than this one, I just, like I said, have one of the Van Diemen inks. I don't remember, I think it's Spotted, it's not Black Tongue Spider Orchid, it's the other one, Spotted something or other. I think that it's similar enough to this color that I don't need it right now, but I love this one as well. I don't know that I will get a bottle of it, but it's tempting. So KWZ Grey Plum is a really pretty color. I feel like I might have inks that are kind of like this too though, but I started anyway. Day 16 was Three Oysters Mustard from Inkflight 22. This was a really nice yellow that I liked using. It has really great shading, and I love how this like little swabby turned out. And there's some, if you get it like concentrated enough, there's like sheen or maybe halo. I had it in a fine nib, so didn't really get to see much of that, but yeah. Sailor Manyo Yamabuki, a really pretty like bright orangey yellow. I really like this one. I think of all the yellows that I have, I like this one the best. It's bright, it's cheery, it's another Sailor Manyo ink. That could be part of the reason that I liked it so much. It just flowed out of the pen. It's a really pretty, it has awesome shading. I really enjoyed this one. KWZ El Dorado is day 18, another nicely shading ink. However, I had it on a pretty fine nib, so I didn't get to, you get to see shading in it, but I don't know, yellow. Ackerman number 27, I'm not going to pronounce that because I will mess it up like I did before. This is a really nice ink too. I like Ackerman inks, has nice shading. It's a green that leans, it's a green, but it's kind of like it's a really cool green. It's pretty, I liked it. Tatcha Hokusai Fukaki Hanada. I loved this ink too. Again, this is like one of those dusty blues that I was kind of talking about. I think I like them both. I think I like this one better. But I really loved both of these. And I started. So yeah. Spoiler alert, I really liked all the Tatcha inks I used this month. Sailor Manyo Chigaya. love this ink. I love this ink so much. I love it. I still have it in my Lamy 2000. I don't have it here though. It's in the other room. But yeah, I love this ink. I'm trying to decide if this was I don't think this is probably my second favorite of the month. But I would buy a bottle of this in a heartbeat, except I already have 8,000 black inks, so I'm really trying to like keep myself from buying it, but I really want it. I really want it. I might need to at least get another sample. Tatcha Murasaki Purple, loved that one. Again, I have a million purples, probably that it all look like this one. It flowed really nicely out of the pen. I love it. I still have my pen here with the ink in it, and I will use it up. Kaweco Smoky Gray. I love this ink. I love how it goes down pretty light, and then it dries kind of darker and more legible. Has excellent shading, as you can see. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, like a whole lot. Kaweco Ruby Red, also loved this one. Even loved how it was kind of purpley. I ended up squeezing the cartridge so it would show up more red when I posted to Instagram, but I love the purpley that it was mixed with the blue. So yeah, another winner. I actually love Kaweco Ruby Red anyway. I have some cartridges of it, so yeah, so that will definitely be getting used. I put I'm trying to think of what pen I had it in. I don't remember. One of my Kawecos. Kiwi Ink's Nebula Space Kitty. I already love this one. Like the sheet, it does have sheen in the swab. I mean the shimmer. I don't know if I don't know if camera's picking it up at all, but yeah, it's subtle though. It's subtle, but it's there. Like it's a secret. Like I can see it when I'm looking at it, but if you just like look at it from far away, it's not like in your face. Pure Pens Cadwallader. Love this red. It reminds me a lot of Dirty Red from Colorverse, which I also love. I don't know that they're exactly the same. I should compare them. I'm not going to do that right now, but I love it. I love this. This is another one that I would be tempted to get. I didn't star this one because I have 3 bottles of it, but I would be tempted to get this one if I didn't have it. Yeah, that is another winner. And then the gray, also from Pure Pens. I don't want to butcher the name. I forgot to look it up again. So I just know that my mouth doesn't make what the LL sound is actually supposed to sound like in Welsh. But yes, love this gray. This is also a contender, except I also have 1,000 grays, so I don't need another gray. But the shading on it is really lovely. I love the color of the gray. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. It kind of reminds me a little bit of old Slag Gray, the old formulation from Birmingham Pen Company. I haven't compared it. That's just the vibe I get from it when I'm looking at it. So, yes, I love it. Venta Ink's Teal Andrada. I think the number is 1898. I didn't write it here, but I love this one too. The sheen's what gets me. I love the color of the base ink, but the sheen is everything. Sailor Manyo Ukikusa, another one that I loved because I love these inks so much. I would get all of the Manyos. Like, that's ridiculous. I don't need them. The only one that I don't like actually is Sakura, which is the pink one, because it's more of a yellowy, orangey pink, and I don't care for that. I like my pinks to be pink, not like coral. And then Tatcha Hokusai Sabi Midori. I'm sure that I'm saying that wrong. Hopefully I'm getting it right. It means rusty green, and the sheen on this one is insane. It looks like rust, and I hope that the camera is picking it up. I can't tell. Like right here. Oh my god, it's beautiful. This, if I had to pick a favorite, if I had to pick one single favorite, this would be the one. Followed by Chigaya. Followed by the gray and the red. But I think I wrote down the list of the ones that I like, and I think there are 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. So Vinta Lucia Deepwater Blue, KWZ Gray Plum, Tatcha Hokusai Fukaki Inada, Sailor Manyo Chigaya, Tatcha Murasaki Purple, Pure Pens Cadwallader, Pure Pens the Slate one, Vinta Teal Andrada 1898. I would be scared of Teal Andrada. It reminds me of Walden Pond a little bit. I think the sheen is a different color, but it seems like it's more well behaved than Organic Studios Walden Pond. Walden Pond is so scary. Yeah, so I don't know that I actually would get the Teal Andrada, but I liked it a whole lot. And Sailor Manyo Ukikusa and Tatcha Hokusai Seven Midori. I really loved using this ink yesterday, especially in this pen. And it sheened a little bit even on like copy paper. And I can't show you any of it because it was work stuff. And the pen's in the other room. I don't feel like getting it. But yeah, I will not be cleaning that pen out. I will be using the fill. And I think, is that one that I still have here? No, it's not. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I gathered everything up and then I mixed it up with a bunch of other stuff. And then I was like, Anyway, so yeah, so that was the month. Let's go ahead and look at our calendar page. Yes. Ta-da! Here is our calendar. Oh, I should zoom back out. So this is the whole calendar. I messed up a couple of days, so I made myself a key so I would know what it is. So that was Cotswolds, Nadeshiko, Akebi, Absolute Brown. I don't remember what day 5 was. Oh yeah, Brown Pink, Krishna Mint. It's not feeling sticky here, but it was sticky earlier. SBRE Brown. I think this is, day 8. Oh yeah, day 8 is where I mixed it up. So day 8 is actually day 9's Pure Pens Flower of Scotland. And day 9 is actually day 10's Sailor 252. I had to like backfill a couple of these and I meant to skip the day so I could do it correctly and I didn't. And then day 10 is actually day 8's Gray Plum. Plum Gray, Purple Gray, Purple Gray. Those are the only ones I messed up though. That is Bougainville Purple from Straits Pens. That is Vinto Lucia. Rose Pale. Lady Rose. That is KDVZ, the gray purple. Our yellows, we have, can I do this from memory? Mustard, Yamabuki, and Eldorado. Then the Ackerman. Then Tatcha Fukaki Inada, Sailor Chugaya, Murasaki Purple from Tatcha, Kaweco Smoky Gray, Kaweco Ruby Red, Nebula Space Kitty, Pure Pens Cadwallader, Pure Pens Slate, Vinta Inks Teal Andrada, 1898, Uki Kusa, and Seven Midori. So that is our month. I loved doing this, and I can't wait until April because I'm probably gonna miss doing this by the time April gets here. So yeah, so if I had to pick one bottle of ink to get, I think I would probably pick Tatcha Seven Midori. I do have teals, but I don't have teals with this orangey rusty sheen. It's freaking beautiful. I love it. So that would probably be the most different thing in my collection is this one. I don't know that I'm not planning on buying a bottle of ink, but if I did, it would be this one. And if I decided to be crazy and get 2, I would get Chugaya. So that's what I would do. It would be these 2. Ooh, which is fitting because these are like sharks colors. And the and the thing has orange. It's totally sharks colors. Oh my gosh. Unintentional San Jose Sharks colors. But yeah, if I had to pick 2 from this month, if I had to pick one, I would pick this one. If I was feeling generous to myself and pick 2, I would pick this one. So awesome. I am so grateful that you spent the month with me. I hope you had fun doing this with me, watching the videos. Did you participate in 30 Inks 30 Days? Did you do your own? Or did you just follow along? It's fine. It's a lot of work to do 30 inks, changing the pen out and all that stuff. I did one year where I actually did one pen only, but that's before I did videos, and I did it in my Pilot Prera and cleaned it out every night and chose a sample and like did it. But by the end of the month, I hated using my Pilot Prera. I wanted to use anything but my Pilot Prera, and I shoved my Prera in a drawer and didn't look at it for 6 months to a year. So yeah. So and now that I'm doing the videos for it, it's hard to do the one pen thing. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Yawn. Anyway, yeah. I loved things that I chose this month. I'm glad that I did almost all ink flight samples. Next time, I don't know what I'll do next time, if there will be a theme or if I'll just like pick what I want to do. I like using the samples. We did use up quite a few samples. I think I used up this one. I don't know. There were a bunch in the beginning that I used up the whole ink samples. Basically, if I had a TWSBI, the TWSBI got filled. But I think I finished this one. I didn't finish this one, but I did have to refill. I don't remember if I finished. I might have finished this one. Maybe that one? I don't remember. I don't think so. But yeah, but any pen that still has the ink in it will be filled, because there weren't any, aside from Krishna Mint, which would just scare me because of the stickiness, there really weren't any that I like hated. I did enjoy using this one that much, so I cleaned it up pretty quickly and then reused the pen because I wanted to use the pen again. But this is probably the only one that I was actually truly meh about, and then this one was scary because of how sticky it was. It's not sticky anymore. But yeah, so yeah, a month of winners, basically. I liked everything that I used, even the yellows. As much as I don't like yellow, I really enjoyed using these. So like I said, anything that is in a pen still will get used up and enjoyed for the rest of its fill. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow, I think, maybe? Probably not early tomorrow, but I'll be back tomorrow with some swatchy videos. At least one swatchy video. Oh my god, I have so much ink to swatch. I've shown you the box already. It's just insane. Anyway, I have to clean up my desk before I can do swatchy videos because I need room for all the water and the things and the stuffs and the cards and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm rambling at this point, so I'm just going to let you go. It was really nice spending this 30 days with you, and like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Seems like you did. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I also got charged for my ink flight, so we will be seeing that very soon as well. So awesome. Lots of fun things this month. Oh, lots of fun things this month. I have a surprise to show you that I've been waiting forever for. Looks like it's finally happening. I'm so excited. Okay, anyway, I'm going to let you go now. Yeah. Thanks so much for being here with me. Oh, I'm so yawny today. I'm sorry. Thanks so much for being here with me this month and always. Yeah, I really enjoyed being here. So, and hanging out with you guys. You're all amazing, and I love you.